Okay, I just want to get on here and I just want to thank y'all for 10K subscribers. And the reason I'm thankful is because I am the type of person, I'm very authentic. I'm not like some people. I'm very authentic, meaning I'm my own person. I have my own mind. Um, couldn't nobody, peer pressure me or um influence me or motivate me to ever change. I'ma always be the person I am. Money can't even change me. I've been on YouTube for 4 years now, and when I had YouTube beef in the past, I told people if I was a clout chaser, why I ain't got 10K subscribers? If I was a clout chaser, why I ain't got so many subscribers? And I've been a small YouTuber for this long. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I never want to get on. A lot of people call YouTube a platform. I would never get on here. And I know people say never, but I'm dead serious. Like, honestly, I would never get on here and feel entitled and feel like people owe me something and I'm somebody's responsibility and make people feel like they gotta send me money. They can send me money if they want to, if they choose to. I don't get on here because I want clicks and views. I don't get on here because I want attention and I want to be the center of attention. I don't get on here because I want to clout chase. I don't get on here because I'm trying to run a bag up. I get on here to be encouraging. I get on here to motivate. I get on here to uplift. I get on here to be raw and uncut, blunt, no filter. I get on here to be authentic, real. I don't want nobody to look at me as if I'm a role model, I'm a spirit animal, I'm this perfect person. And behind closed doors is a whole nother different story about me. They never been the type of person I wanted to be. I don't want people to look up to me as if I'm a role model. I don't want people to look up to me as if I'm perfect because I'm imperfect. I'm human. I make mistakes. I don't want to be a role model. I don't want to be a spirit animal. I don't want to be, you know, a idol. I'm not trying to be none of that. I'm not trying to get on here and manipulate people, gaslight people. I'm not trying to get on here and get some type of monetary gain that never been my intentions or motives when I first came on YouTube. Before I got on YouTube, I knew what I wanted to talk about, which is everything, which meaning no limits. I talk about everything, anything. It ain't no limit on my channel. But I ask people to be respectful of others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. But I will say, the 2 months that I've been dating out of my race, going on 3 months, I keep seeing more and more of my black sisters, more and more of my black sisters. I keep seeing them be happy, sharing their experiences. Every time they get on TikTok, they talking about how happy they is, about going on dates um, with the opposites, because some people believe that opposites can't attract. And I thought that for the longest that opposites can't attract, but opposites do attract, and opposites make each other happy too. That don't mean that you're gonna be perfect. You're gonna have your ups and downs, you're gonna have your trials, you're gonna have your tribulations, but that don't mean that opposites don't attract. This don't mean you gonna have the perfect person. That's why eventually I'm gonna go live, because I think these are the mistakes that some black women make, because they be wanting love so bad and they be craving love so bad. It don't matter what the color is. If a man love you, he gonna continue to love you. If he respect you, he gonna continue to respect you. If he was raised right, he gonna continue to. That's just gonna be in him. Um, that's gonna already be installed in him to continue treating you like a decent human being, respecting you, treating you right. Um, there are different relationships, interracial marriages. All interracial relationships and marriages are not authentic and genuine. Let's just speak the truth. You got some, not all, but you got some Caucasian men that fetishize black women, and you got some black women that fetishize Caucasian men. You got some people that fetishize biracial kids, which is not right. You know, some people only want to be with the opposite race because they just want them kids, and that's it. They just want them kids, or they just want, that money, or they just want that validation. They just want that wealth. They just want you know that privilege. Because of course, if, for example, if you is with a rich, wealthy Caucasian man, whatever if you with them, whatever privilege they got, if you they woman, it give you a door. It give you a little door that can be open, and whatever privilege they got, you gonna have, because people gonna acknowledge you because they acknowledge them and they know them. Now everybody experiences are different. When I tell y'all halfway, when I said I was going halfway, I was talking to Caucasian men a little bit, not too much. It was just a little, flirting, a little nervous, shy flirting, and I'm still a little shy. But I'm no longer shy. Once I come out of my shell and I get more comfortable, I'm not shy. But I am a little shy. I am a shy person. Even in person, in real life, I am a shy person. I be a little shy to get on here and talk to y'all. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that just because you dating out of your race that everything is gonna be perfect. I cannot put those lies out. You gotta date to know what you want and know what you look for in a man. Um, I think between May, I think between April or May, I started interracial dating on this website that I was telling y'all about. And it's going on 3 months. I've been dating out of my race. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Um, I'm on, some different type of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but it's fun. You won't know until you knock it. You won't know until you really just knock on that door. They say, a lot of people say knock it till you try it. I'm gonna say knock it. Knock on the door. I'm gonna also be on here because I am in one, so I'm gonna also be talking about um you have the regular interracial relationships. You have the open interracial relationships. Now I am in an open interracial relationship. Now everybody do it different when it comes to open relationships. Some people, this is what some people do. Some people have, I'm gonna try to keep it PG, even though I said this ain't for kids, but kids do still sneak and watch, or they some kind of way they get on their parents' phone or whatever. But I'm gonna try to keep this PG. Some people do. Um, how can I put this? Some people be in open relationships and they have multiple girlfriends, multiple boyfriends, multiple wives, multiple husbands, kind of like, polygamy, kind of like poly or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Main thing that I thought about before I started dating out of my race, I'm gonna make sure that I talk to somebody that got a good character about themselves, got a good personality. Personality really don't matter. Character and actions matter more than anything. Once a person stop having good character and good actions, that's when you got a problem. From the very first beginning, how a person treats you, if they stop treating you the same way from the way they treated you in the very first beginning, that's when you got a problem. That's when the red flags and the signs um gonna start to kick in. Now let me just address this. I'm not gonna say the minority. I'm not gonna say that because I could be wrong. I done heard a lot of people say, "Well, yes," and I have said that too. But I can't say. I can say. I'm gonna just start talking about amounts. I'm gonna pull up amounts because it is an amount. There is a small amount of good black men out here that some of us black women just haven't met. We just haven't got lucky and met those type of black men. Now, when it comes to what people say when they talk about the minority of black men do not want to seek therapy. They don't want to see self-reflection. They don't want to grow. They don't want to elevate. They don't want to self-improve, and they get mad when you do it. Now, I am a strong believer in yes. Now, let me just go ahead and tell on myself. For many years, I was very delusional about black love, about um, you know, loving loving a black man. Um, I fed into this delusion. I was young and dumb. We all have been. Back in my struggle love days, I felt like, and even my mother put this in my head, the parents, they enable that behavior. They enable it. It's very damaging. I felt like, okay, I was told that when it comes to a black man, you got to be his ride or die. Show him that you worth it. Um, Show him that you worth it. Show him that you worthy of this and you worthy of that. And that's how it always have been. Black women always got to show that we worthy of something. We don't just get it. We got to show that we worthy. Um, it's like playing chess and checkers, if you ask me. Um, I play chess, not checkers. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. A lot of foreign women, I saw this on TikTok, and I was not gonna bring this toxicity on my YouTube account, but I'm gonna talk about it while I'm on here. That German foreign woman who said black women are masculine and black women are not submissive. She's gonna F around and find out what type of black man she's gonna get. And then you got these black pit Mishas. Janine, she one of them. She one of them. She all over TikTok. Janine is. I'm only talking about the black women that is pit me's, the black pit me's. Let me tell y'all how I feel about the black pygmies. The black pygmies are women who are just in desperation for anything, will take anything, will put up with anything, will tolerate anything. Their husband can literally stomp all over them. Like, I feel sorry for these black pygmies that is still going around with this tiring narrative saying that black women are not soft, black women are masculine. If you were black and you had to live in survivor mode, like we always had to live in survivor mode, if you've never been able to rest in your femininity, where you think masculine come from, and being masculine is not always bad, it's helpful. It's so old and washed up. It's so old and washed up and tiring. But these women repeat this don't come from the productive black men. This come from the black men who got mommy issues, daddy issues. They put in these foreign women head across seas, the passport bros. They put in these women heads, oh, well, you know, the reason I'm not with black women is because black women don't know how to be soft. But is y'all giving black women a space? Is y'all giving black women a safe space to feel comfortable with y'all, to trust y'all? Or is y'all just trying to gain control and access? Or is y'all just trying to manipulate and gaslight and be abusive? If black women got a safe space and we feel comfortable with you, we is going to be soft. You can't be soft if a man don't give you a safe space. It's not possible. It's not possible. You cannot peer pressure that woman to be feminine. Black women, it come naturally. Naturally, we have not always been able to feel safe and comfortable with our men. This is why we go to other races and they still fail to comprehend the reason why we are doing what we're doing. I can speak for myself. I'm not filling a void. I'm not trying to fill a void. I want to be happy. That was the whole point of me dating out of my race, being happy. All men was raised different. Yes, when it comes to the black men who don't want to grow, these black men, they love to use the same old tiring excuse. They want to talk about the government. They want to talk about welfare. They want to talk about all these things. But main thing they talk about is women nature. Main thing they talk about is, what else besides women nature? We always hear them talk about, they whine and they complain about traditional women, but they are not traditional men. Then when you try to talk to them about tradition, they go in defense mode and they get mad and they try to tell you what you're not worth. Those are the insults that they throw at you. They tell you what you're not worth. Okay, and they try to tell you that you need to settle for less because you're asking for too much. Because you want the door to be open for you, or you want them to pay for everything. They don't want to do that. So they get mad and they call you a gold digger when they don't have no gold to dig. But then when they see you, okay, they can sit here and flex, front, stunt, talk about the white wife effect. They can talk about the white baby mama effect. They can talk about Making different races of women baby mamas they could talk about. Going cross seas and being passport bros. Genuinely, we fully support that. We don't care. We is not entitled to our men. I never been entitled. Only thing that I always have been against is fetishized interracial relationships. But if it's genuine and it's authentic and y'all just love each other, I'm all for it. But when it's all about just looking at each other as a piece of meat and just looking at each other as what can you do for me? I'm not with those type of fetishized relationships or marriages because it's not real and it's not true love. It's not authentic. You fetishizing a black man fetishizing you, I'm not with that. I don't support that. I support interracial relationships and marriages that are built off of real, genuine love. Not just because, oh, he good in the bedroom or she good in the bedroom. It should be more than that. Like, what about that person? Do you know anything about that person? What that person's favorite color is? What do that person like? What they don't like? What kind of heart do that person got? What kind of mind do that person got? What kind of personality do they got? Is you just fetishizing this person because the color of their skin and you just want an experiment? I don't support interracial relationships or marriages that are built off of wanting to use each other as an experiment or wanting to use each other because you trying to make somebody mad or you trying to get up under somebody's skin. Talking down on your own women, trashing your own women. Every time you talk about your own women and you trash your own women, you talking about yourself. In reality, if they come out of delusion, they'll realize that we are a reflection of each other. So when you project your own insecurities and your own internalized self-hate, and I just got to get this off my chest because I've been wanting to talk about this for the longest. You always have, and these are the only group of black men that really just try to attack and bash and exploit and blackmail and try to humiliate and embarrass their own women. I am so happy that this white dude came out and exposed the token, the black token boys, which are the black token men who always have wanted the white privilege. So they act a certain way, they talk a certain way because they want to be white. Them be and I'ma share it too. I'ma share it. I'ma screen record it and I'ma share it. And I'ma get my thoughts on it. I'ma share it and I'ma get my thoughts on it. Because I've been wanted to talk about something like that. I was just waiting on somebody to give me a sign that I need to talk about this. And I'm going to share it and I'm going to screen record it because they talk about the black token men who always wanted white privilege, white male validation, acceptance and approval. That these are the black men that want to be accepted by white supremacy. These are the black men that want to be accepted by white culture. These are the black men that want to be accepted, just want to be accepted. And we see them every day. And then when I talk about Uncle Tom's, this is what they tell me. Oh, well, Uncle Tom was a good person. But you go back in history, they didn't have nothing good to say about Uncle Tom. The original Uncle Tom, if you go back in history, they didn't have nothing good to say about that black man. I did my own research. I did my own research on Uncle Tom. Okay. But the audacity for them to get mad and call black women bed wenches and call the white guys slave owners and slave masters. To me, every time I see only those black men, shout out to the black men who don't care, you know what I'm saying, what we do. They encourage us and motivate us to date out of our race because they date out their race, you know what I'm saying? But they don't tear us down, they lift us up because they're not jealous of us and they're not in competition with us. And I love them black men because they always encourage us and motivate us to date who we want to date because they do it. Anyways, it be the jealousy, it be the envy, it be the competition. And I'm so tired of a lot of my black sisters doing apology videos. What you apologizing for? You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them an apology. They owe you an apology for failing you all these years. I don't understand. The video that I'm gonna share, it really disappointed me because a lot of black women, because they don't want backlash from non-traditional black men, they sit here and they will do apology videos. Oh, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. What you apologizing for? You said you had a good time with a white man, your first time. You never dated out of your race. This sister talked about how she never dated out of her race. She talked about how she went on her first date with a white man and it was different. There's nothing to apologize about. Non-traditional black men are the dusties. They have internalized mommy and daddy issues that they don't want to heal from. And they wonder why they still alone. They wonder why they still by themselves. They go on these podcasts, trashing their women, talking down on their own women. And they own women not even checking for them, not even acknowledging them. I'm not even checking for them no more. They own women are leaving them. We don't care about these men going cross seas. Because now black women, if they want to, black women can get passports and go cross seas and do the same thing. We can get passports and we can go cross seas and get whatever man we want to get. We got more than one option besides black. We got many options. But we lowered our options. We limited our options. We let people guilt trip us about our options. That's why it felt like we didn't have no options. And, we're not less than. We're not less value. You only less value to men who don't see no value in you. They don't even see no value in themselves. That's why they tell you you should settle for less, because they settle for less. They tell you you should settle for less because they settle for less. They tell you they don't feel like you're worthy because they not worthy. That is manipulation. That's manipulation coming from black men who are not traditional And it's not their fault. I'm gonna tell you who fault it be. It be their daddy's fault. It be a lot of their daddy's fault. They daddy didn't teach them how to respect women, how to treat women right. Just look at women as they just something that you can use and abuse, take advantage of, run game on. Okay? And just put babies in. And the only thing that they good for is just cooking and cleaning and doing whatever you say. But real men know that if naturally, if you treat a woman right, it don't matter what color it is. If you treat a woman right and you respect her, you ain't seen you ain't seen how soft a woman be. You ain't seen the soft side of a woman until she's being treated right. If you don't treat a woman right, however you treat her, she gonna treat you. However you treat her, she's gonna treat you. She's gonna be a reflection of you. If you don't treat her right, she's not gonna treat you right. You don't respect her, she's not gonna respect you. You cannot peer pressure women and you cannot force women into submission if they don't have anything to submit to. You cannot lead a woman if you don't know how to lead. What are you leading her to? The jail cell? But these men get mad, you know what I'm saying? They get so mad when they see black women divesting, black women swirling. It makes them angry. Why I don't get why they be I don't get why those type of black men be so angry when they be sitting here telling people these lies. Black women are the bottom of the barrel. Don't nobody want them. They don't have no options. They ain't nothing but baby mamas. Then when they see a white guy with a black woman, for example, that's a baby mama, got kids, they get mad. They tell us, we not mad at y'all. We not hating on y'all. We not jealous. We don't never get praised or worship for our achievements or accomplishments when we talking out of our races. But these type of black men, they always get all the worshiping and all the praising for talking down on their own women, for bashing their own women, for belittling their own women. They belittle their own women, black futures, the same black futures that they have. They belittle they own black women complexions, the same complexion they have. Make it make sense if delusion was a person. I ain't never seen so many self-hating, non-traditional black men talk about they own women's skin complexion and futures when they got the same futures. The only difference is they are men. How you gonna talk about your women, talk about they weave, talk about they makeup? You whine and complain about everything. You got a problem with everything. Even if a black woman come on here natural, they still got a problem with you. You know why? Because that's an internalized issue that's installed in them that should have never been installed in them. But because they so stuck in their ways, they don't feel like they need to change their actions. They don't feel like they need to change their character, their behaviors, they unhealthy habits. And that's why they keep getting left behind. And they is the bottom of the barrel. And they come in our comments talking about, um, you know, crazy stuff. I mean, I have heard crazy stuff about sisters saying that they be in the comments talking about, oh, you kissing the white man, you kissing the white man's shoe, you kissing the white man's foot. They got mad about the black wife effect, what they don't get mad about, what they don't get mad about, what they don't get triggered about, what they don't get in their feelings about. These men are way more emotional than logical from what I see. They tell us that we is the ones who can't take criticism. They can't take criticism. From what I have saw, They be the ones that be emotional. They do reaction videos out of jealousy, out of envy. They do reaction videos, wishing the worst, praying for the worst, hoping for the worst. You don't see them applauding. You don't see them happy because they feel like they entitled. They feel like they is entitled. They feel like they is entitled. They feel like they got ownership over us. I never thought that I had ownership over black men. Never. That's a bad mindset to have. When you feel like you got ownership over somebody who you really claim you really don't like, you're really not interested in, you're really not attracted to. That's just somebody you want to play with until you find what you really want. You really don't like this person. You really hate this person. You in competition with this person. But you don't want this person to be with nobody else. You don't want to see this person with nobody else. I don't understand those kind of black men. They project and they deflect. They lie and they gaslight the whole conversation about why they dislike their own women. When really you should just say, I hate my own women. I hate black women. I hate everything about them. I wish they never existed. They say they don't put other races of women on the pedestal. How many times, every time desperate foreign women come out and tell the passport bros, do the passport bros ever correct these foreign women and say, look, all black women are not the same? You cannot use that narrative and that stereotype and that perception. All black women are not the same. I've seen no passport bro disagree with these foreign women, only the desperate foreign women, because it's not all foreign women, not all foreign women. It's foreign women out here that be minding their own business and they respect black women. I'm talking about the desperate foreign women that be want so much attention and validation. That be really just want black women to clap back and say something because they want our attention so bad. They try to hurt us so bad by telling us our men don't want us. Our men don't like us. Our men don't desire us. Our men don't lust after us. We've been found out the hard way that our men really, a lot of them really don't, especially when it comes to the ones that's not traditional, they don't really like us. They not really attracted to us. They're not really interested in us. They just look at us as sex objects. You know, if it's beneficial, if they feel like we beneficial or we benefit them some kind of way or some type of way, we been woke up and smelt the coffee a long time ago. These foreign women don't have to keep trying to put us on game. It's bad enough we got other black sisters that are so pro-black and black pit mishas acting like, oh, I'm not ever leaving the black man. You not ever leaving a black man, and they is the biggest rate of criminals and thugs. Criminals and thugs, child molesters, abusers. How many black women done been in domestic violence with black men? Too many. How many black women have died from the arms and the hands of those kind of black men? Only those kind of black men. To the black men who we never got blessed with or lucky with, I am so happy for those black women, for those black sisters, and for those non-black sisters who have never experienced the pain or the unhappiness or the miserableness that some of us have experienced. Because it's a blessing to run into black men with good manners, know how to treat you, believe in moral and values. Okay? Grew up the right way, was raised up in the right way, was raised up in a good neighborhood, in a good household, was raised up good. But we don't all get lucky like that. So what we have to do, we have to date out of our race. We have to talk to other men. We have to talk to other men. We can't stay in the same place. I couldn't do it no more. A lot of things that black women say, I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no more. And let me tell you something. When you start dating out of your race and you don't really give them the time of the day, this is when you really gonna see. And let me share something with y'all. When I told y'all I rejected this black dude, he did not disrespect me. He didn't get mad. His ego wasn't what you call it. His ego wasn't damaged. His ego wasn't he was a very respectable black dude. He asked me, did I have a boyfriend? I told him no. Um he asked, can he get my number? I told him no. He didn't, oh, well, you ain't all that. Oh, you think you all that? Oh, why I can't get your number? Da, 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 da. He has self-control and discipline. And when it comes to those type of black men, they don't have self-control and discipline. They have anger issues. Okay? Some of them need anger management, not just therapy. They got nasty mouths and nasty attitudes. They don't know how to talk to their own women. B's and HOEs, thuds, you know, thoughts. I'm trying to keep it PG, thoughts and sluts and all the rest of that stuff that they hear in music, that they have allowed and enabled and pushed. They have pushed the agenda for years. But then they get in their feelings and they say, oh, these black women ain't nothing but 304s. How you gonna say that when you is enabling the agenda, you pushing the agenda, you pushing the sexy reds, but then they try to sit here and act like, oh, that's all black women, we're a minority. Then they get mad when we call them out for trying to put all us in a box. They don't like being put all in a box, but they like putting all us in a box. You haven't dated every black woman. Just like some black women haven't dated we haven't dated all black men. You haven't dated every black woman. So you cannot say that you cannot say all black women are bad. You haven't dated all black women. You cannot stereotype and put your perception and your narrative out there that all are the same. That all are ghetto, hood, and ratchet and unladylike. These same type of black women, once we do something that make us feel happy, do something that make us feel safe, do something that make us feel comfortable, they got a problem with it 24/7. And they anti, anti black women haters, anti black women everything. It's a problem with everything. You natural, they still got a problem with you. Those type of black men, they not happy with themselves. They have all these expectations. Then they get mad when we have expectations, healthy requirements. You requiring too much. You asking for too much. You a gold digger. But really, they just need to admit they can't afford you. They not in that tax bracket. They don't have that kind of money. I really wish that they'll just admit they don't got that kind of money, because that's okay. That's okay if you ain't got money like that. That's okay. It's funny because they be thinking, oh, black women just want to be with people that's rich. Just want to be with people that's rich. Just want to be with people that's rich. Just want to be with people that's wealthy. Just want somebody to spoil them and cater to them. They spoiled. Isn't that what a man's supposed to do? Spoil a woman? That is a man role, to be a provider, a protector, a leader. The man's supposed to provide. Okay. The man's supposed to bring in the bacon. And then some people try to twist the Bible on what's in the Bible and how the Bible go. Real men know their roles. They don't argue about those roles or try to debate because they know they roles. I tell people all the time, date who you want to date. Date who loves you. Date who values you. Date who respects you. That don't mean that y'all gonna be perfect. Y'all gonna have y'all disagreements. Y'all gonna have y'all ups and downs. Y'all gonna have y'all um how can I put this? Y'all gonna have y'all ups and downs. Y'all gonna have y'all disagreements, dislikes. Um you you're gonna go through some things. No, but this German woman, she really thought she did something. She is not the first. Um, she's not the first Fargan woman to get online and try to tell black women. And then this what she said. This is how I know they came from a place of, we haven't had this happen in a long time. She done went viral, and that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to get and gain. She wanted to gain black women's attention so they can clap back at her. She know what she did. She put that out so they can clap back and give their opinion and put their 2 cents on the whole situation. She proceeds to talk about American black women. She proceeds to say black women ain't no competition. How black women ain't no competition when a lot of people try to be us, try to stereotype us, try to look like us, try to act like us, try to dress like us, try to steal our black futures, try to and we accept them with open arms. We don't have to, but black women are accepting of everything. Let's clock that T. We are accepting. We accept you. We don't care who you is. But that's our problem. That's our problem right there. Accepting people for who they are. We always accepting. We always accepting. Even if we know that you is disrespecting us in a way, you mistreating us, you playing in our face, we still take you in and respect you as a person, see value in you, let you in and accept you. She said American black women. She had already knew American black women wasn't no competition. Those desperate type of foreign women are very insecure. It screams insecurity, baby, because why do you got to get on a platform and tell black women they ain't no competition for you? You feel like, okay, you feel like it's no competition because you is another race. You have different cultures, okay? But you feel like your culture, because you is German, you say American black women are no competition. You could have said anything. She could have said anything, but black women are no competition. She did this to be controversy because a lot of people love controversy. Controversy, you get a lot of clout, you get a lot of views. This is what pissed me off. A lot of people love controversy, especially those type of black men that are not traditional. They love controversy. They love talking about controversy topics. Black pygmies, mixed pygmies, white pygmies, all of them, they thrive off of controversy because you get more views, you get more clout, you get more clicks and views, you get money like that, you get paid like that. And that's just how much people is money hungry and love money and to do anything for money. Controversial, when you do controversial, you get paid good. I ain't never had to get on my platform and talk down on my own race to get a lot of subscribers, to get a lot of views. But the world that we living in, a lot of people love to do certain things to get another outcome. But what they fail to realize, that's gonna be your reputation forever. That's gonna ruin your reputation, your YouTube career. Getting on here doing controversy stuff about stereotypes and all that. It's crazy to me. Why is people so obsessed and infatuated with stereotypes? From the Jim Crow era, this is what pissing me off. I'm so tired of Pit Mishas talking about stereotypes and trying to sit here and act as if they is the black woman who ain't never been able to be safe or feel comfortable or be able to trust their own men. Every black woman is not lying and playing victim. No, these dusties are throwing rocks and holding their hands. And when they dish out stuff, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Whatever you put out, you better believe it's gonna come back to you. And I done seen so many controversy channels. I just shake my head because it's sad. You shouldn't love money that much. Well, 24/7, 24 hours of the day and night, evening, afternoon, and morning, you are up on here talking about black women who not even acknowledging you, who don't acknowledge you, who don't even know that you exist. Don't even know that you exist. Didn't even know that you had a channel. Didn't even know that you had a YouTube channel. You were so obsessed and infatuated with talking about black women stereotypes. Every time black women talk about them being happy, it's a problem. But when passport bros get on here and talk about, oh, I had fun, I felt something I never felt before, people don't have nothing to say. But every time black women get on here, it's just like I want to talk about this popping the balloons. This popping the balloons. I do not like that show because I feel like the woman who runs that show is funny and it is comical, but it is disrespectful to black women because you have dusties that come on now who think that they are above black women and they are arrogant and they are shallow and they try to degrade and they try to bully and they try to insult and they try to belittle women on that balloon show. I don't like it at all. I didn't like what happened to Meatball. And a lot of people know who Meatball is. And Meatball is currently pregnant. The way that black dude disrespected Meatball, that was totally and this and see this and see these type of black men wonder why nobody don't want to be with them. He is an example. He got a lot of backlash for how disrespectful he was to his own kind. This man literally um roasted Meatball about her body structure. He was very shallow about her body. And he don't even look all that. These dusties always trying to rate and rank people when they need to be ranking themselves. This man called himself going in on Meatball and he don't even look all that. How can you talk about a woman when you don't even look all that? You got all these expectations and these men be having all these expectations. I'm talking about these dusty, non-traditional black men have all these expectations and requirements and they don't fit none of them. And they ego get fragile when they on that show and they realize they can't afford those women. Just like when this one dude told one of these black sisters, you look like a black Barbie doll. I know I can afford you. That made me happy because that's good that you do got black men out here who do see our worth, who do see black women worth, who see that we are worthy, who see we are worthy and we have value and we are decent human beings and we deserve to be treated with respect. He told her, you was a black Barbie doll. I know I can afford you. You look like a black Barbie doll. You beautiful. It's crazy. I don't understand it. And I don't get some people. I don't understand some people. If you hate your own women, just say you hate your own women. It's 2024. If you hate black women, baby, just say you hate black women. It's more than just, oh, this is what these are the things I don't like about black women. These are the things I don't like about black women. I done seen so many videos, probably I would say 1,000 on YouTube about black men talking about what they don't like about black women. Even on TikTok, on my For You page, Well, I don't like this about black women. I don't like that about black women. But when black women do it, it's disrespectful. It's talking down on your own races of men. It's like tit for tat. Like when black women talk about what they don't like about black men, is talking down on your own race. It's tearing your own men down. It's talking down on your own men. It's hating your own men. But in reality, they hate us. And they won't admit that they hate us. Because they still want us to be a part of them, and we don't want to be. We don't want to be. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. If you don't like somebody, why watch them? Why do reaction videos on them? Why talk about them? Why keep their name in your mouth? Why is they living rent free in your head 24/7? If you don't care for these people, you really don't acknowledge them, you don't like them, why is they living rent free in your head? It's so many dusties that done did reaction videos. They go to their little male centered spaces. You got the men going their own way. And like I said, they really not going their own way. I'm gonna tell you something. I have been on a Men Going Their Own Way YouTube channel. This man claimed, this Dusty claimed that he ain't talking to no women. He claimed he ain't talking to no women. He is doing the semen retention and all the rest of this stuff. Why when I go on this man's channel, and this is a men going your own way. This man is talking about talking to a woman. Sir, I thought you was going your own way. What is men going your own way? Because I don't understand. Some of them are hypocrites, and some of them, how can I say this? Some of them contradict themselves. You say you going your own way and you ain't talking to women at all. But sir, you get some here doing a whole rant talking about you talking to two women. And of course, black women. The same black women, you complain about their weave, you complain about their makeup. How in the fuck? How in the this is what I don't get about some. I can't say all because all are not like this. But this is what I don't get about some manosphere guys, manosphere dudes, whatever you want to call it. I call them emotional spirit because they emotional about every fucking thing. Not logical. Manosphere dudes, red pill dudes that pull red pill content and bring that ish to podcasts on TikTok or YouTube. These men claim they they tired of women. They don't like women no more. They soft guy era. They not focusing on women. They worrying about getting money. But then when women talk about, oh, we gonna decenter men, we not gonna worry about men. We gonna decenter men out of our lives. They got a problem with it. But then, that's why I be saying, I just don't understand. You got these other male centered spaces, and they let other black women over there just to make a fool out of them. That's why I don't go to um manosphere guys um YouTube channels, because I know what they be doing. They want you over there so they can bash you, so they can get clout and views off of you. They want you to go over there so they can gain some of your subs. They want you to go over there so they can literally attack you, gang up on you, make you feel like you're not worthy, make you feel like you less than, make you feel like um it's just crazy stuff. Like I don't understand why some black women still go over in those type of toxic male spaces. I don't understand why some females wanna be on their panels. It screams desperation. Like, please pick me. Because I never wanted to be on none of their panels. Cause I done heard how bad they talk about women. They talk about how bad, and it always be about experiences, right? They always talk about the experiences. And when other black men, I'm talking about the black men who was raised right and got respect for their own women, and they never turned their back on the black woman. When they ask these dusties, what is it that you don't like about black women? What was your experience with a black woman? It's always, well, all I can say, all black women are the same. None of them are different. The same energy that we have for other races of men, when we had that energy for them, they didn't pay attention to it, they didn't acknowledge it, they dismissed it and discarded it. Once women get fed up, it's nothing you can do about it. R. Kelly told these men, when a woman fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. I do not regret dating out of my race. I don't regret doing what I'm doing now. I don't regret living my life and having fun and enjoying myself, because at the end of the day, also, when it comes to open relationships, some people have, you know what I'm saying, they have XEX with multiple people. They have XEX with multiple people. That's not me. I'm not one of them. But it's crazy how when you do something, it's a problem. They spiral for no reason. They be spiraling for no reason, acting crazy for no reason. Every time they want to do something, we support it. We don't care. We don't care because we don't feel like we have ownership over them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't care what they do. We don't care. I do not care about non-traditional, toxic, unhealthy, unhealed, dusties going across seas with their passports to get different women, to get foreign women. I don't care. I hope they keep, I pray they keep getting their passports, keep going across seas. They love to say, oh, this is why black men date out of their race. They just have any excuse to try to blame stuff on their own women when they know really they is the problem. Oh, this is why black men date across the board, or this is why black men go cross seas, or um black men get your passports. As if we supposed to care. It ain't gonna work. We had already heard about bad stuff happening over there. Cross seas, we heard bad stuff happening to passport bros. Every time they do something, it backfire. They have bad luck. They karma eat them up every time. Because it don't matter how many women they go to until they get themselves right in the inside, internally. Until these men heal their inner child and their childhood trauma, their mommy issues, their daddy issues, it don't matter how many times they dead out of their race. Ain't nothing gonna work for them. Ain't nothing gonna work out for them. They can date out of their race all they want to. They can go cross seas all they want to. It's not going to work. These foreign women who don't know, who don't understand, who haven't been there. These desperate foreign women, they are sitting here lifting these dusties up, calling these dusties kings and all the rest of this stuff. Like I said, she's gonna F up and find out. She's gonna really F up and find out. Cause baby, you think because you sitting in your softness, which I ain't got no problem with no woman that is in their soft era, sitting their softness, because I'm in my soft era. But just because you in your soft era, that do not mean that black man that you praising, that black man that you worshiping, that black man that you bragging about and put on a pedestal, that do not mean that this man is going to continue to respect you, acknowledge you, and treat you right. So she's making a big mistake. And we are happy. Like, we happy for her. Like, girl, you came on the internet, you could have put anything in it. She could have put anything in it. But she proceeds to say, "Oh, I already know black women ain't gonna be no competition." Girl, we do not give two flying fucks about you or that black dude. That is the truth. We don't acknowledge you or him. We don't care about that Dusty or you. You can keep him and he can keep his passport and stick it up his you know what. We, especially black women who already done left from that side, respectfully, black women who already have divested, um, and you know they call us. It go for all of us. Once you, I know they gonna start calling me that too, cause they call my other black sisters that because it's out of jealousy and you know they got a fragile ego. It hurt their heart. That's all, but they'll be all right. Poor tink tinks. But you know they call us. I have seen other black sisters getting called not just bed wenching, bed wench or 101 bed wenching 101. Sorry y'all, that's my neighbor that's talking. Got neighbors. Um anyways, it's crazy because what was I finna say? Oh yeah, they call a lot of us get what you call it? They call a lot of black women ghetto gaggers and all the rest of this other stuff as if they don't do it, as if they haven't done it. Made black women gag as if some black guys is not porn stars or don't have porn. But anyways, they call some black women ghetto gaggers. They got all kind of different accounts, self-hate accounts, hate accounts about how they feel about black women divesting and swirling. Um, I know this one black dude. I wasn't even trying to see his channel, but his name is Only Logical. Only Logical. He talk about black women divesting. He be waiting for something to go wrong when a black woman is interracially dating or um married to a white man. He wait for something bad to happen. Um the celebrity junk. These dudes are manosphere. Those are manosphere dudes. Um these men be happy when they see interracial relationships or marriages don't work out. Like Roadrunner said, they be happy to see those things because they don't want nobody to have us. So if an interracial relationship or marriage don't work out, they be applauding, they be clapping, they be happy. Yay, the interracial relationship didn't work out. Yay, the marriage didn't work out. Divesting going wrong. That's what they call it. But they say they not jealous. But if you sit here and you do a whole reaction video, or you sit here and you do a whole video about black women divesting, you pressed. To me, you pressed. To me, you hurt. Your ego hurt. Your pride. Everything in you is hurt. You hurt and you pressed. And you want to vent about that. You want some attention. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. What the name is? What his name is? Anyways, they be white. They be saying divesting going wrong or whatever. They really be in their feelings when it comes to you talking to. Soon as they see it didn't work out, as soon as they see that it didn't work out, they say divesting going wrong, gone wrong. But I ain't never seen no black women get on here and say, okay, if a black man don't work out with whatever type of race or woman they with, it could be a foreign woman, any of that. I never seen a black woman get on here. Now I'm not gonna lie, all black women divesting channels are different. It may, I'm not gonna say that it's not. Some black women is a little petty who got divesting and swirling channels. They might be petty and get up on, you know what I'm saying, get on black men who didn't work out with their other races of women. And they might be petty and say, see, it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But I don't see too many black women that be sitting here just being petty and messy and nosy and just wishing for the best, hoping, wishing for the worst or hoping for the worst, saying, see, they didn't work out, they didn't work out, they didn't work out. See, him dating Becky didn't work out. Dating Becky didn't work out. Not all of them do it. I have seen some, but not all black women that's divesting or swirling be like, see, dating Becky gone wrong. Dating Becky didn't work out. I don't see too many black women do that. But I do see those type of black men. I do see them joke and laugh and make fun of their own women pain when it don't work out. For interracial relationships, interracial marriages, it just makes them feel good. I don't know why, but it makes them feel good. It makes them feel so good. But they may like they don't be worrying about it. But when they see it, they get mad. And every stereotype in the book. These men got their own spaces. These men got their own spaces. You know what I'm saying? They got their own spaces. Save yourself, black men. Those men always put other races of women on a pedestal. Do black women care? No, we do not. We just don't want to be included or excluded in the conversation. Only respect that we ask is that these type of black men just leave us alone. Because it's going to come to a point where eventually black women is going to start pulling out cease and desist. And going to start taking these dusties to court. Because the obsession is real. I ain't never seen, I'm talking about controversial. Before I got on YouTube, I never knew that it was a sector of black men that hated their own women so bad, that was in competition with their own women so bad, they want to be their own women deep down so bad, they want to project everything because they want to be us. These men would sit here and whine about makeup. And they would talk to foreign women. They would talk to other races of women. They are hypocrites. They are hypocrites. Those type of black men are hypocrites. How you gonna say you don't like women with makeup and then you go talk to other races of women with makeup? Make it make sense. Do you know what you want, or do you know what you want, or you just talking? Cause I done seen it too many times. I don't like women with makeup. But you'll talk to a Latina that wear makeup. I don't like women who wear weave, who wear fake weave, horse hair. But you talk to women who, okay. You talking to a white woman that got weave, right? She got tattoos. She got all this stuff that's supposed to be so unattractive. Maybe a grill in her mouth, trailer trash. The white man leftovers. The white men leftovers. The foreign men leftovers. Let's be real. Whenever you dating out of your race, you got somebody left over. Everybody got somebody left over. That's just being realistic. You don't have a prize to brag about or put on a pedestal. But that German woman, she sure thought she did something. Oh, I know black women were gonna be no competition. We don't want to compete for men who are not traditional and don't see us as value, don't see no value in us, don't feel like we deserve to be respected or treated right. We not gonna fight for them. So they might as well stop, because we're not gonna fight for none of them. They he-man woman haters. They are he-emotionals. And I'm not saying anything wrong with a man. I love when men share their feelings and their emotions. That don't make you less of a man because you sharing your feelings and your emotions. That don't make you less of a man because you being vulnerable. That don't make you less of a man because you cry. It's the toxic masculinity that we can't deal with. That toxicity, we don't want it. If these men can't work on their behaviors, can't do some self-reflection with their behaviors and their actions, we don't know what to tell them. Baby, it's overdue. Like when they say rent due, it's overdue. When it comes to black love, it's overdue. It's overdue, baby. It's overdue. It's done. It's on thin ice. Because we have tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to not give up. But eventually you're going to give up. I see every day, I see black men every day giving up on their own women, walking away. And a lot of them say they walk from the black community, not just from their own women, but they walk from the black community. Because there was less opportunities. They wanted more opportunities, more gain, more monetary gain. And they wanted to be able to get certain jobs, certain type of jobs. And they don't want to surround themselves with certain black people. Of course, those are the black token type of black men. Those are the black token type of black men that's going to see you as not just a black woman, but you can be a black man and they will say that you is ghetto, you hood, you ratchet because they want to be white. So if you want to be with them, you gotta act white. You gotta dress white. You gotta behave white. Everything gotta be white. I give people their props for telling the truth, for being real. And not just lying to people because you're trying to get something out of it, because you're trying to get something out of the situation. Or you want control of the situation. You don't want to lose access of the situation. The biggest thing that people try to do is manipulate you, guilt trip you, and make you feel bad for something they did or something they said. People are nosy, people are messy, people love to gossip, especially toxic, unhealthy, narcissistic people. They love to do it. You have to keep them out of your business. Limit everything. Limit communication. Limit conversations. Know what to tell them, when not to tell them. Because they can't hold water. But I tell you one thing. Black women are tired, sick and tired of foreign women. The desperate foreign women coming on here, excluding black women. I wish they'll stop doing that because this conversation never really go nowhere and it never really end well and it always goes left, especially when it comes to the black pit niches. Because the black pit niches try to peer pressure other black sisters to be a man's doormat. Not just a man's doormat, but be Dusty's doormat. Let them treat you any kind of way. Let them talk to you any kind of way. Let them disrespect you. Let them cheat on you. It's okay. Let them cheat on you. This is dangerous. The advice that they enable is so dangerous. Janine, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Janine is a girls or Janine all girly things. She is giving out dangerous advice to other black women, and she don't realize it. She's married and she got a husband, and this what pissed me off about some black women as pygmies. They are married and have husbands. How can you get on a platform and speak to single women about their single problems? Single women problems. When you, I'm sure you having marital problems, marital issues in your personal life. You get on a platform and you telling single women, what is wrong with you? Do you need help? Some meds, medication, a mental asylum, a mental institution? What is wrong with some of these black pygmies? What is wrong with them? I just be wishing I can shake the life out of them. How is you going to take advice from women who is really degrading you as a whole, degrading you, belittling you, insulting you, and your intelligence? I'm so tired of this type of content. This type of content. These black niches, which are black pygmies, they sit here and they put this content out about how to keep men, how to keep a man, how to keep a man happy. As if a man is the end of the world and you can't live your life without a man. Your life just got to be surrounded by a man. These women get on my nerves. I be literally wishing I can shake the living hell out of them if I could. If I could get to some of these women, I would literally shake some sense into them, because I know a lot of them don't be practicing what they be preaching, and they really don't be listening to themselves, because it's all a game and it's all a joke. Getting on TikTok, talking about, oh, she really didn't lie, To sit here and agree with a German woman talking about black women are no competition. How many non-black women have got on platforms and did stupid stuff like she did and got backlash because of it? Then they'll try to take it back and try to say, oh, well, I wasn't trying to say it like that, after they done got all they clout from being controversy. They don't got their clout, they don't got their views, they don't got their money. Now they trying to be nice and, oh, I wasn't trying to say it like that. Because what's gonna happen is she gonna try to come back with an apology. They always do. These racist, non-black women who jealous of black women, they always try to come back and act like they giving us a genuine, sincere apology. But really the apology just be because they trying to escape that backlash. This woman really think because she's German that make her better than black women. She really think because she's another race that make her better than black women. That woman is delusional. And she is delusional like a lot of foreign women. She is delusional. That man is gonna use her and abuse her and throw her away. I shouldn't have said that, but it's the truth. He is literally gonna have his way with her. She is so stupid and dumb. I hope he drag her till he can't drag her no more. She is a big dummy. Whoever that whoever that black man is that she bragging about, I hope he drag her till he can't drag her no more. I do not be feeling sorry for these women when they get dragged by these dusty black men. I don't have no sympathy for them because y'all get on here and brag about these men and call them kings and all the rest of that stuff. Real kings move like kings, operate like kings, rock like kings. They act like kings. They treat you like a queen. They respect you and see value in you and know how to treat you. That's what real kings do. A man cannot be no king if he ain't acting like one. Calling these men, oh, this would be wrong with some of these other races of women. They listen to one side of the story, being biased. Okay, so because the black man that you dealing with, he told you black women are not submissive. You say you submissive. He told you black women are not feminine. You said you feminine. You said he told you black women are not soft. Okay, she started talking about how basically she telling black men, she telling the dusty black men, the dusty passport bros. Okay. She proceeds to say, you don't gotta settle for this and you don't gotta settle for that. What she failed to realize, the same black man that's manipulating you and lying to you and playing victim and making like he is this nice guy. Nice guys can be toxic. All nice guys are not nice guys. Oh, I'm a good man. Oh, I'm a nice guy. Oh, I ain't never had a good woman. Oh, I ain't never had. This is the same black man that have never made a woman feel safe or comfortable with him or for a woman to be able to trust him. But he want a woman to just naturally just cook for him and put food on the table for him. And this German woman, she think because she's cooking whenever he wanted that, oh, I'm such a good woman because I'm cooking for him and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Baby, wait till the hard labor come because it's coming. Oh, the hard labor is coming. He's finna drag her. I give it a few or a couple of more months. She's gonna be really crying out for black women help because that's what they always do. They cry wolf. When these dusty men drag them, they cry wolf. They come to the internet publicly, pleading and begging and asking black women to accept them back. What should I do? I don't know what to do. Please help me, black women. I need your help, black women. For example, I ain't even trying to bring this up, but for example, Look how Corey have done Carmen. This Corey, it don't matter how much money he got, this man is a black Dusty. Look how he done did Carmen. Carmen is Spanish. This girl was literally through everything with this man. This man drug, like, talk about it feeling like you on a drug when you was in love with a Dusty. This man dug this girl name in the mud and put this girl through hell and back. This girl is Spanish. Corey is black. This girl spoke about her abuse and everything. Even when you a non-black woman and you try to speak about your abuse, when it comes to dusty black men, they are not gonna want to take accountability and hold other brothers accountable for that. Because they feel good about that. They feel good about women being abused. They're not gonna hold them accountable for abusing women. Corey got a lot of black guys, which are Dusties. They on his side. They not on Carmen's side. They is on his side. They don't believe nothing this girl say. This girl got proof, got receipts. They don't believe it. You can have proof, you can have receipts. And Dusties still don't believe nothing you say. No matter how much proof you have, no matter how many receipts you got, they still gonna act like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Because the way how society is, black women supposed to be so strong. Black women can't be vulnerable. Don't let that hurt black women. Like we made of steel, as if we made of steel. We not made of steel. And I'm speaking for all of us. We not made of steel. We hurt. We hurt. We have feelings. We have emotions. We are decent human beings. We are not animals. We are not sex objects. We are not none of that. We have feelings. We have emotions. We can be vulnerable. Other races of women, when they cry wolf, everything all good. But when black women cry about something, it's always, oh, she's playing victim. She's playing victim. No matter how much proof or receipts you got, she's playing victim. She's playing victim. Or what did you do to cause this? Or what did you do to cause that? Or what made you go over there? What made you do this? All these questions, all them questions. And what I don't get is controversy is not a good thing. But a lot of people is so hooked on doing controversy. No amount of money could make me talk down on my own people and down my own people, degrade my own people, belittle my own people, dehumanize, dehumanize my own people, insult my own people, bully my own people. I can't even be peer pressured or forced to do that. Because you're trying to make some cha-ching, because you want money, because you're trying to make some money, but you're making money off of your own people. You making money off of hurting your own people. Down in the black community, talking about the black community, being shallow towards the black community, being judgmental towards the black community. Struggles you never bared, struggles you never faced. The audacity to even try to speak on the black community. And you don't know the struggles, don't know the obstacles, don't know the battles, or what they face. Black women go through domestic violence more than anything. The main thing that always have scared me to death is you can be laying next to the enemy and don't even know you laying next to the enemy. A person can pretend like they like you, they interested in you, they attracted to you, and a person can just be using you as an ego boost. They know they really don't like you, but they gonna play and they gonna pretend like they like you. You don't want to continue to be with a person who really don't like you. That person gonna continue to have resentment towards you. That person gonna resent you. That person gonna um have animosity towards you. And you're gonna feel the same towards that person because you haven't loved that person or you didn't leave that person. I just don't I just don't understand some people. Everybody is not meant to be in your life forever. And I have learned that the hard way. Everybody is not meant to be in your life forever. Some people just be in your life for a season, either a season or a reason. Everybody is do not supposed to be in your life forever. So you're supposed to just enjoy the ride, enjoy the roller coaster, enjoy the memories that y'all are creating with each other or have create with each other, did create with each other. But the controversy channels need to stop. And I really pray one day and I really hope one day that the controversy channels will stop the internalized racism, the internalized self hate, or stop. I wish one day everybody are in racism, End racism. Stop being racist towards each other. It need to be where everybody love everybody, no matter what the color is. Love should have no color. End racism. I was praying for Trump yesterday. I don't even really care for Trump, but I prayed for the man because I know he needed. And yes, God did. God did. God warned you before he destroy you. God warned him. And God was with him and God saved him. God could have let Trump die. But I really wish that people were in racism. And I see so much how people love being groupies and stuff. Like, you don't know if this person telling you the truth. You don't know what go on behind closed doors. You can't have an opinion and your 2 cents on people that you really don't personally know when you are a stranger yourself. Some people are just weird. When I go to other people's YouTube channels and I see how some people they be so obsessed and infatuated with other people, looking at other people as if they're perfect. No human is perfect. Kids follow a lot of people, watch a lot of people. Kids' minds don't be all the way developed. So kids gonna feel like um if you're supposed to be a power couple or you supposed to be um a YouTube couple, a marriage YouTube couple, whatever, they gonna feel like you supposed to be together forever. Nobody is gonna be together forever. It is a such thing as you can outgrow people. You can outgrow people. People can outgrow you. Y'all can outgrow each other. But the most important thing is you supposed to give each other space. Let each other breathe. Don't be up under each other 24/7. It's okay for you to love each other, but let each other be able to breathe. Give each other time. You have your me time, that person have their me time. I'm nobody role model. I make mistakes. I'm not gonna sit here and get on here like, oh my God, I'm this perfect person. I'm so innocent. And that's why a lot of people get so much backlash when they have AKA subscribers, AKA a fan base, because they come on here and they try to pretend they something that they not. Or they be trying to fit in with people, or they be trying to fit in with other people that they do collaborations with, or they collab with, or they try to steal some of their ideas and use it as their own ideas. But I'm authentic. I don't want to use nobody ideas. I may not even do collaborations, and it's okay to do collaborations, but you got to be very cautious with who you collaborate with. Because some people come with drama, some people come with chaos, some people come with jealousy, envy, competition. You got to be careful who you let in your circle, who you surround yourself with, who you surrounded by, who you collab with, who you let come on your YouTube channel, who you let come on your platform. I done seen it too many times. It backfire and it go left when it comes to collaborations. I never got on YouTube for people to praise me, for people to worship me, for people to. I got on here for people to love me for me, accept me for me, accept me or not, love me or not, hate me or whatever, dislike me or whatever. Look at me the way they want to look at me, feel the way they want to feel about me. That's their own opinion, their own perception, or their own narrative or whatever they got in their head about me. I'm authentic and I'm real. And I'm not just like this on YouTube. I'm like this in real life. I'm a real person. I believe in authenticity, honesty, compromise, understanding, open minded, being open minded, spontaneous, being fun, having fun, living life. I'm not trying to be nobody's role model. I'm not trying to be somebody's spirit animal. I'm not trying to be um none of that. I ain't trying to be no spirit animal. I'm not trying to be no role model. I'm not trying to be no idol. I don't want people to worship me, praise me. I'm not looking for that. I'm not trying to be the center of attention. I don't want attention. I'm not doing stuff for clicks and views. I'm not doing stuff for money. I'm not finna peer pressure people and force people and feel like I'm entitled and obligated to anything. I'm not getting on here to tell people to send me money to take care of me. Whatever they want to do is their choice, is their decision. If they don't want to subscribe, they don't have to. If they feel comfortable, if they feel like that's what they want to do, if they don't want to send no money, they don't gotta send no money. I'm not no money hungry person. I don't love money. I love what things can buy, but I don't love money. I love what things can buy, what things can do. Money can get you a little far. Money can't buy happiness, but it can do some things. It can't buy happiness and it can't make you happy, but it can do some things. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I just don't understand, why do black women always gotta be included and excluded in these women minds? We live rent free in their head. She could have talked about her love life. She could have talked about her experience in a whole nother different way. She could have excluded black women out because we don't care. But she went on a whole rant saying, "Oh, I knew black women wasn't going to be no competition." Here it is, black women, we minding our own business. Not We be minding our own business. We don't mess with nobody. And people attack us. People hurt us. People abuse us. People accuse us of things. Everything you could think of in the book have happened to black women, and we are the most hated, racist, desperate women that want to be us. These women are so jealous of us that they got to put us in something we ain't got nothing to do with. We be minding our own business. We don't worry about what the Black Tyrone's doing. We don't worry about what the Becky's doing. We don't worry about what the Passport Bros doing. We don't care what they do. We support the Passport Bros. I support the Passport Bros. You like what you like. You interested in what you interested in. You attracted what you attracted to. Love is love. But you don't have to bash your own complexion because you like different flavors of ice cream. Your preference and your type, that's your preference and your type. My preference and my type, my preference and my preference is my type. And can't nobody guilt trip me to make me feel bad like I'm doing something wrong. I'm not doing nothing but being a grown woman, doing what I want to do because I'm grown. I make my own choices and my own decisions. I ain't did nothing wrong. And I don't feel like I'm wrong. And I won't be the first or the last Black woman to date out of her race, to swirl or divest. So these dusty Tyrones who always doing reaction videos and always doing videos about Black women dating out of their race, even if one relationship don't work out, one marriage don't work out, that don't mean all of them not gonna work out. That's what they fail to realize. You not stopping nothing. It's still gonna continue. Those type of Black men have always asked what Black women bring to the table. Black women bring seasoning to the table. The Black wife effect showed that we bring seasoning. That's what we bring. Seasoning, growth, self-improvement, elevation. That is what Black women bring to the table. That is what we bring to the table. That's what we've been brought to the table. Even Kevin Samuels knew that. He just didn't want to admit it because of his bad experience with one Black woman. He didn't want to acknowledge and admit that Black women bring growth, self-improvement, elevation. That's what Black women bring to the table. Black women don't supposed to bring money to the table. I'm proud of Black women for not wanting to live in poverty, not want to struggle and be broke. I'm proud of Black women for not wanting to go 50-50 no more. I'm proud of Black women who looking out for traditional men, looking out for traditional love. Black women don't never get grace, never had grace. We deserve grace, but we know we never gonna get it. But the dusted passport bros, they always get grace. Whenever they want to do something, we all for it. We don't care. We not losing no sleep because we know they trying to fill a void. And a lot of them want you to be their mama. They don't want a girlfriend. They don't want a wife. They want a mother. They want a mommy. They want a mom to help them with their finances. So we understand. That's what they be talking about when they tell you we can grow together. We can build together. We can be in the trenches together. Hold me down. Be my ride or die. Da 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 da. No. When you be Barbara the Builder, that man is gonna leave you. When that man get where he at, that man is gonna leave you. You gonna watch him. Everything you help him achieved and accomplished, he gonna throw all them accomplishments in your face, and everything that you done put in him, installed in him, he gonna give it to the next woman. So that's just the truth. You gotta be happy with who you gotta be happy with. Whoever make you happy, make you happy. I just don't understand some black men, like them type of black men anyways. Like if you don't like your own races of women so much, if everything about them turn you off, make you itch, why even watch their content? Why even watch them? Why even watch their achievements, their accomplishments, their goals? Or why even watch them, period? And then they call you um hair hats and all that. And to me it's just crazy because it's like, would you rather be with a woman who got hair or be with a woman who don't got no hair? Like, what's wrong with hair? Is it the colors? Is it the designs? Or you just don't want a woman who wear hair? I just, when it come to these dusties, I don't understand them. They not intellectual. That's why I say they're not intellectual. You can't have an intellectual, cordial conversation with them. They love to argue. They love to fuss. They love to talk over you, scream over you, yell over you, and debate. That's why it's not worth going over there to them panels. Because the men, they literally be contradicting themselves and they don't know what they be talking about. If you plus size, you big. You overweight. They call you a bit Shirley. They will sit here and call you these things, but still be trying to shoot their shot and talk to you. The very men that have called me all types of names have tried to low key shoot their shot at me and talk to me. They are so weird. They will call your kids Pookies and Ray Rays. And one of them called my son Lil Pookie. And I gave him hell. I said, don't you ever in your life come for my son. Don't you? I don't care. Y'all can come for me all day. Y'all can come for me all day. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about me. But one thing when it come to my son, I don't play by that one. I don't play by that one. You can come for me, but you ain't finna come for my child. Period. We gonna have a problem. You don't call my son no little Pookie. I told him, listen, y'all can say what y'all want to say about me, but y'all ain't finna call my son no little Pookie. You say what you want to say about me, but y'all ain't finna, you ain't finna come for my son. I don't play when it comes to my son. That's who I don't play about. They talk about Pookies and Ray Rays. And I told them, how y'all gonna talk about Pookies and Ray Rays when y'all are the Pookies and Ray Rays? Y'all are what y'all talk about. Y'all are what y'all cry about 24/7. Y'all are what y'all whine and complain about, what y'all complain and whine about, and exaggerate about, be dramatic about, spiral over, spiral about, get angry about. Y'all are the Pookies and Ray Rays. Y'all talk about Pookies and Ray Rays. Y'all are the Pookies and Ray Rays. Y'all have Pookies and Ray Ray's behavior. It don't matter if you dressed up in suits. It don't matter if you work in A corporate. It don't matter if you work 6 figures. It don't matter if you got a 6-figure job. You still a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Your behavior, the way you behave, the way you act, the way you talk, the things that come out your mouth is disingenuous and disgusting and very thuggish, violent, abusive. These same black men that talk about their own women and they talk about stereotypes, they fail to realize that they got stereotypes about them also. When you go certain places, people are afraid of you. They see you as a threat. Especially racist people. When they see you, the first thing that come to their mind is that you is a black man and you probably finna come in there and rob that store or hold somebody at gunpoint. It ain't just black women that be looked at a certain way when it comes to certain people. Certain people look at black men as danger, a threat to society. Instantly, they feel like you're going to be aggressive, angry towards them. It's not just black women, but it's black men that can be aggressive, that can be angry, and they can be too feminine and sassy in their soft era. That's what they say. They say they in their soft era, but they be aggressive 24/7. They be angry. If a man's supposed to be in his soft era, shouldn't he be calm, cool, collected? Not angry, not aggressive, not being sassy, entitled, obligated, trying to go back and forth, being a keyboard warrior, going back and forth with women, with fighting words in the comment sections. No. You're supposed to be just worrying about getting your pedicures and your manicures, getting groomed, getting your hair done. Getting your beard together or whatever else. You don't supposed to be going back and forth with women about, oh, why you want to decenter men? It's not a crime to exclude men out of your life or not acknowledge men or act like they never existed. Men do it all the time, especially the Dusties. They said, save yourself, black men. They said specifically, they saving themselves from their own women. Save yourself, black men. They mean they are saving themselves, not from other races of women, but black women. We are a threat to them. We're a threat. We angry. We aggressive, right? We hostile. We uncooperative. We all these things. We combative. We masculine, right? We ungrateful. We gold diggers, and they don't got no gold to dig, no gold for us to dig, but we are gold diggers, right? We are all these lies that they put out, all these narratives, all these false rumors. We are all that. We 304s. They try to act like they ain't never had mamas that was 304s. We baby mamas. They try to be delusional and act like they mothers ain't never been baby mamas or never been unmarried. These men don't be realistic. Single mothers, they act like they ain't never had they mama. They mothers to be single mothers. They don't blame they mama. They blame other women, not they mama. They mama. A lot of daddies don't be in their son's life to raise them right or have them in the right environment. And they turn out to be these egotistical, prideful, arrogant, shallow, sedated, judgmental bastards, thinking that they are better than women, thinking that they are the prize and women should chase them and pursue them. The percentages are going up, the rates are going up. Every time black women get married to a white man, them rates go up, them percentages goes up every time. Ain't no telling how many videos I'm gonna share off of TikTok because it's so many of black women being worshipped, being praised, being treated right, being cared for, being nurtured, being able to rest and relax, stress free, drama free, depression free, anxiety free. They can rest. They don't have to worry about stress, depression. They don't have to worry about pulling somebody else's load, pulling somebody else's burnings. Pulling somebody else's hard labor. A lot of non-black men was raised to have compassion, empathy, sympathy. They easy to compromise, come to terms with things. Agreements, disagreements, opinions, respect. You don't catch too many non-black men that mistreat their women. And that's not to say that you don't have some that can mistreat women. Yes, and as I said on my community post, not all non-black men are serial killers, murderers, cannibals. You gotta be careful. Take your time. Do your research on stuff. Do your research on things. You never supposed to ignore Your gut feeling, that gut feeling tells everything. Never ignore your feelings. Never ignore your safety net. That's what I call it. Your safety net feeling. If you got a bad feeling or a bad gut feeling or a bad intuition, don't go for it. The mistake that some black women make because they so desperately want love so bad, they will get with some Caucasian men that treat them poorly and talk to them poorly. And because they don't want to lose that status, they don't want to lose that privilege, they don't want to lose that money, they will sit here and degrade themselves and humiliate themselves, embarrass themselves, and lose themselves with those type of Caucasian men. All Caucasian men are different. All of them are not the same. If you don't want to be fetishized, make sure you don't get with somebody who just see you as a sex object. If you don't want to be fetishized and you don't want to be an experiment and you don't want to be something that somebody just gonna lust after, because that's the worst relationship or marriage you can ever have. Y'all not gonna really have nothing genuine or authentic because it's about a fetish. Make sure you talking to somebody who is on the same page as you. Make sure the feelings are mutual. No matter how many people you talk to, make sure they really like you. Make sure they really know things about black women, have heard things about black women. Make sure it's not just a person that just see you as an experiment, something to just have fun with, something to just see as a sex object. You don't want to get yourself in that predicament. You don't want to get yourself in that situation. You don't want to get yourself in that situation. You don't want to be somebody fetish. That's the first thing that I told myself before I got all the way in. Now, you can have your fun, do what you want to do, because I have my fun. I have a lot of fun. But I also know how far to go, how far to take it. Now, the ones that fetishize you, the ones that fetishize you, yeah, it's cute, you know what I'm saying, when you being called a piece of chocolate and all the rest of this stuff, but yeah, you got to give some of them grace because some of them still learning about black women because there's a lot of them that haven't dated black women yet. So that's why I said give them grace. But the ones who got fetishes, you can't give them grace when they show you that they got fetishes. They have a fetish. You can't give them grace because they know what they doing. And I'm sure they have done it to multiple black women. Um, You don't want to get yourself involved with somebody who is letting you know that they fetishize you because you're just going to be an experiment and a sex object. And that's not going to be a good experience being with a Caucasian man. Um, do what you want to do. You grown. But me personally, I don't want nobody who just look at me as an experiment or a sex object. That's not what I want. Um, and what they be obsessed with, they use these words, they use breeding, that is a fetishized word. Breeding, meaning some of them just be wanna they will ask you, some of them just be wanna knock you up and make biracial kids with you. I have got plenty messages like that, and I respectfully decline them. I respectfully reject them. You don't want to be nobody fetish. You don't want to be that. You just don't want to be an experiment. You just don't want to be that. You want to be with somebody who genuinely just like you as a person. You don't want to be with somebody, well, the only thing they worrying about is you don't want to be in that. So I will advise that at all costs because you don't want to be in that predicament. Um, I don't feel like these guys deserve your number. For one thing, I don't feel like these guys deserve your number. Um, they don't deserve your number. They don't deserve to be in contact with you because they fetishizing you. And I feel like when somebody fetishizing you, you don't need that person. You don't really deserve that person number unless you really just want to be genuine. And be careful because some of them will use this little excuse. They'll be like, well, I love black women. I have mixed kids. My kids are biracial. Um, I talk to black women. I love black women. Just because all of them say that, that do not mean that they not fetishizing you. Um, because some of them who have um, black baby mamas, or however you want to put it, not all of them, but some of them who have black baby mamas, um, trust and believe. Um, they fetishized those black baby mamas who they got biracial kids by. Now, I have shared with people and I have told people I do want a blended family. I always have wanted a blended family. Um, when I was younger as a kid, I always have wanted mixed kids, which are biracial kids. I do want that one day, but I'm not rushing. And I'm gonna treat all my kids the same. Um, and let them know that they not less than, they got value. Um, they are respected, they are loved. No matter the different shades, all of them are beautiful no matter what. And I'm not gonna be favoritism, and I'm not gonna treat my kids different because they have different complexions. Because some people do that, but that's not me. Um, in my eyes, all my kids, all my children are beautiful. Um, I'm not gonna treat my son no less than because um he's not biracial like his other siblings. Um, but I let people know like my main intentions and motives didn't have nothing to do with me fetishizing somebody that I just want to get with and have kids with. That is not my purpose. That is not my purpose at all. To just get with somebody because I want to have biracial kids, because I want to have biracial children. That's not the case. That's not the case. I just been, for the longest, I wanted to feel something different, and I finally felt it. I wanted to feel something different. I wanted to experience something different. You know how you just say it's time for you to test the waters with other things, and then once you test that water, you don't want to stop testing that water. I have met a lot of, not just Caucasian men. I have met a lot of non-black men. Um, that seems to be very different ones. I have met um England non-black men. I have met different ones, and a lot of them seem like they have a lot of respect. You could tell they was raised right. They ask a lot of questions before anything. They just don't. They not automatically demanding. If that makes any sense, they not automatically demanding. Um, they very respectful. They constantly ask questions. They very respectful. A lot of them be feeling the same way you be feeling. Like you might think you the only one that's a little shy or whatever, but they be shy too. And most of the time they be shy. Um, but they'll do their best to make you feel comfortable because they want you to be comfortable. Um, they answer a lot of questions. They very respectful, very respectable, very nice, and of course, a lot of them are charming. They have that charm to them. Very nice, very respectful. Yeah, they very nice, very respectful. My experience, I mean, yeah, they very nice and respectful. I'm not saying that that can't change if you've been talking to that person for a very, very long time and y'all decide y'all want to take it to the next level and no longer be friends and y'all get in a relationship or y'all get married or that person end up proposing to you, y'all get engaged or y'all get married. I'm not saying they can't change, but I'm just saying in the very first beginning when you interracial dating, it's the difference that you feel is that they very respectful. Um, they very respectful, very respectful. They want to make sure you comfortable with things. You're not gonna be peer pressured, really. You're not gonna be peer pressured as much. You're not gonna feel like nothing is being forced on you or forced down your throat. Um, y'all, just a little bit, just a little. I still be, a little nervous, a little anxious, a little shy, but I still, I'm doing my thing, but I still be a little shy. I'm not gonna lie, and I tell them that, and they be laughing. you know, the ones that's not shy, they make you feel comfortable. Um, and of course, let me just put this out here. We already know they don't mind spending money. They don't mind giving you money. They don't mind sending you money. Um, or any of that. Like you can get them, to send money to your card, they'll do it. Um, they don't mind, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to finances, money, they don't mind. Like they don't have a problem. They don't have a problem. They don't have a problem with that. Um you got the blue collar brothers. The blue collars. Now that's where the real money at. The blue collar brothers, the ones that work at the corporate jobs and all that, The ones that are firefighters, and yeah, it's just, you know, every non-black man you run into is not going to be rich and wealthy. I'm not even finna put that narrative out there, but I will say that um how can I say this? You got the ones that's, kind of successful, um, and still self-improving on themselves or whatever, but they have, stuff about them. They have status, they have jobs. Of course they gonna ask you off the rip, do you want to go on a date? And um with no hesitation, they'll ask you, do you want to go on a date? I would love to take you on a date. They very outspoken. Like, I would love to put a ring on your finger, cute stuff like that. And let me tell you what I fall in love with, what I fold with every time, y'all, as a black woman. I'm gonna tell y'all what make me fold. I'm gonna tell y'all what make me fold. And I'm gonna tell y'all what have me in a chokehold, literally chokehold. Like, I be in a chokehold every time. Like, they country voices just be so sexy. Like, they voices, like, oh Lord. And then I'm gonna tell you one thing that I love that they do that's so respectful. They be like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I'm not used to that. Like, I'm not used to having the doors. I'm not used to just having the doors open for me. Now you do got, generous, you got generous, respectable, traditional black men who was raised right by their fathers, and their mothers. Some of them, the mama and the father together, um, who will open the door for you. But that only happened to me one time. That only happened to me one time when I ran into a generous black guy and he opened the door for me. I told him, thank you. He's like, you welcome. But I never really just experienced that princess treatment, that all these black women be bragging about and talking about. Well, you just get the door open for you. I never experienced that. Like, and it's a good feeling when somebody just want to open the door for you. You don't have to ask them to open the door. They just open the door for you. I'm like, it's like, I don't know. I guess when you date out of your race, I guess it's true what some black women say. It's like people can tell if you don't started talking to white men or not, because it's like you have a new look on you or something, or a new glow or a new swag or something. Because it's like ever since I've been dating out of my race, like people just be want to do things for me, like open the door. I don't know. I don't know. That's probably just me, but that's how I feel. Like, since I've been dating out of my race, I've been getting like different things that don't usually happen. Like, I don't know, but um, but yeah, I like when they be like, "Yes, ma'am." um, they call you little cute little names. They have cute little pet names for you. Cute little, nicknames for you or whatever. Um, they not gonna take it to certain levels until you take it to those levels, until you take it there. Um, they generous, like, um, But the ones that fetishize you, they not gonna hesitate to tell you that they will get you pregnant. Okay, they do want to knock you up. They want to get you pregnant. They want to have a mixed child with you. Um, a lot of them are very traditional and they is looking for marriage, which is so cute to me. And they do want a wife. They do want to be married. Um, some of them already been married and they still be want to get married over and over again, over and over again. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Um, Queen of Kings, I like watching Rose. I've heard about her and I've seen her, but I never really just watched her YouTube channel because I wasn't in the interracial dating space like that. I was telling myself that I was gonna wait to educate myself more and do my research more about in, interracial dating. So I done started watching Rose from Queen of Kings, and I really feel for Rose because Rose been getting a lot of backlash because her and her husband um I'm not gonna say his name out of respect because I don't believe in doing that. But her and her husband, I'm gonna say allegedly because it ain't my business. But her and her husband, they supposed to be separating, and she been getting a lot of backlash. You know, a lot of reaction channels been all up in her business. Some of them just been being nosy and messy. And I hate when people do that. I can't stand reaction channels because all reaction channels are not just trying to check on you and see how you doing. You know, they not praying, you know what I'm saying, about your situation. They not wishing the best for your situation. Um are praying for the best for your situation, but they wishing and they praying on your downfall and they hoping for the worst and they wishing the worst. Um Anyways, Queen of Kings, her and her husband, they going through a separation, whatever, whatever. Um, she's overwhelmed. As a mother, she's overwhelmed. She's going through post postpartum and all the rest of that. I can relate. I know how postpartum is. Um, a lot of people are just being biased and one-sided, and I can't stand when some people do that. Everybody on YouTube don't do that, but some people are just one-sided and biased. You can't speak on everything. You cannot speak on certain things and you don't know what go on behind closed doors. Now, to me, I feel like Rose really just need some relaxation because she do look overwhelmed and she do look stressed, and I don't think it help to read your haters negativity towards you, the negativity in the comment section. um Queen of Kings, she been getting a lot of backlash about her situation. And a lot of people telling her that she's selfish, she ungrateful, she's the problem, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you got some tarot card readers that are doing videos on her. And me personally, like, I'm still self-improving on myself. I tell people this all the time. I be honest with people and I tell people the truth because it's best to tell the truth. Why not? Can't nobody judge me, okay? But the man upstairs. I'm still self-improving on myself. I'm still doing self-reflection with myself. But me personally, I'm not deep into that astrology stuff. And all that stuff don't be true. Some of it be true. Not, when it comes to, characteristics and stuff like that, when it comes to character, yeah. I do believe that character is everything. Um, and actions. Now, me personally, I would never, ever let I would never ever let people do a tarot card reading on me. I would never ever request for somebody to do that. Why is because I just I don't want that. I don't knock people for what they do, and I'm not tearing down what other people beliefs are or religions in. But I just don't rock like that. I'm not saying that they bad people. I'm not saying they evil people, but I just don't want that in my life. Um, I watch tarot card readings, but those cards don't always be telling the truth. Those cards don't always be telling the truth. And a lot of people let them cards brainwash them. They be so gullible and weak-minded and naive, but them cards don't always be telling the truth. Them cards lie because they not God. They not the God that I believe in. I'm only speaking for myself. Them cards don't always be telling the truth. But a lot of people be so obsessed and infatuated, and they be feeling like because they channeling things or they opening up things, which are demons, what they are opening their self up to, demons. They feel like when they open up they self to um cards, sage, crystals, rocks, and all the rest of this other stuff, they feel like, you know what, the cards don't lie. But the cards ain't always telling the truth. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. I'm talking about Rose from Queen of Kings. Now um I have seen Rose, okay? I have seen her on TikTok plenty times. I have seen um her and her husband when they do their TikToks. I have seen her TikToks. I have seen her content, but I never really have watched her content. But ever since I have started watching Rose, um, as a mother, I have a lot of um sympathy and empathy. Why is because I always, and I still want to be that with the right person. I have always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I have heard a lot of women talk about different stay-at-home mom situations, and I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to have a stay-at-home mom experience. Now all stay-at-home moms are different. They don't do nothing. They don't go nowhere. They don't go out. They don't do nothing. Whatever they do it with their because some of them don't be married. Some stay-at-home moms don't be married. Some moms just be in a relationship or they be engaged to their boyfriend. So being a stay-at-home mom, everybody experiences be different, and everybody have different roles when it comes to being a stay-at-home mom. And I'm not talking about her husband, but I'm using this as an example. I'm saying in general, if you're a stay-at-home mom and your husband get laid off and he trying to do everything he can, you know what I'm saying? He's still, doing his best to try to make sure you got everything that you need. He's still doing everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's like it's not just working, and you still overwhelmed, and you still tired, and you feel exhausted, and you feel stressed, and you feel like it's just different, because this time you dealing with, um, some beautiful kids that are just different and operate different, act different, um, behave different, from what she was saying. And I saw Rose. And by the way, y'all, Rose is very, the sister is very beautiful. Her melanin is everything. So I watch Rose. Rose is just looking like she's having a mental breakdown, like she crashing out. She's spiraling a little bit, because so many people bashing her about, you know, her personal life, about what her and her husband got going on. Not my business. Um, Queen of Kings, I really feel for her because, as a mother, it is hard. As a mother, you have a lot of burdens on you. You have a lot of obstacles that you have to face and go through. And some people don't understand motherhood is not about playing victim. Motherhood is not playing about victim. Motherhood is not trying to just get online and put out your sob story. Motherhood is you reaching out for help. It's not just about you having a mental breakdown or crashing out or spiraling. The obstacles and the struggles and the battles that you face, the anxiety, the postpartum, the depression, the stress, the vulnerability that you have to hide to provide for your kids no matter what. To not show your kids your tears is hard. And I saw so many people just bashing Rose for just being a human being. And no human being is perfect. Rose got her ways, and her husband got his ways. But I really do genuinely feel like this man loved Rose, regardless of their situation, um, regardless of it being trouble in paradise. This is a real man. I'm gonna tell you what I applaud him for. He didn't want nobody to attack his wife. He wanted nobody to attack Rose. He's a good man for that. Because too many men is not fin to stand up for their wife and be like, look, I don't want y'all to attack her. This is just this what we both agreed on to do. This is what we agreed to do. Basically, Rose was saying she need a break. And she didn't just say that she need a break from her beautiful kids, but she also said she needed a break from her husband. She just feel like it's too much on her. A lot of people feel like Rose just wanna be a hot tamale and be for the streets. Now, this is what I got a problem with. Rose first baby daddy is black. A lot of people feel like she tried to keep her baby daddy from his kids. I don't know if that's true, so I'm not finna speak on that. It's just certain things that you don't speak on. People can put a cease and a desist on you. People can copyright you. People can report you, all type of things. I'm not going to speak on that because that's not my business, but listening to what I've been hearing and watching it for myself, a lot of people personally believe, strangers believe, that Rose is keeping her first baby daddy, which is a African American black man, keeping him away from his kids, which is the older boys. Also, a lot of people feel like Rose just was with him for his cha-ching. Y'all know what that means. If you know, you know. Also, a lot of people feel like Rose is just she just want to be by herself because she never really had time to herself because she got in a relationship early. She became a mother early. I think from ages to 21 to 23. Um and she said she was 23 when she married her husband. So she never really had time to really just take time out and do her learn her figure her out or what she want to do. Um Live life through herself, and not a man. Basically, she feel like her whole youth, she have wasted her whole youth by being a wife. Um and Some people feel like she just wanna be for the streets, and some people feel like she just was with him for his money, and um she used him and she took advantage of him. And some people saying she racist. Some people feel like she fetishized him. And I'm hoping that all that is not true. I hope it's not all true. I can't say it's not true, but I'm hoping it's not all true. But watching Rose, I feel like Rose, um, she said she got a therapist. She is talking to a therapist. So that's a good thing. She is going through with therapy for her mental health and her and her peace. I really do think that she need to stop going through them negative hate comments. She need to worry about her real genuine supporters and subscribers who is actually there for her, and stop worrying about those people who are being negative, coming to her in a negative light, who are being negative and hateful, and don't know what go on behind closed doors, don't know what go on when the cameras go off. I really feel like she needs to stop paying attention to those people. um Rose is an interracial um married couple channel. um Queen of Kings. I have seen a lot of people doing reaction videos about her, giving their opinion, giving their 2 cents. Um, and that's what I mean about misery love company, because people who are really just genuinely happy, I do agree with her. They wouldn't be trying to worry about being in somebody's personal life or personal business. Um, what Rose is doing is Rose business. Um, no interracial relationship or marriage is perfect. You're gonna have your dislikes. Eventually you're gonna have you're gonna have your likes and your dislikes. You're gonna have your ups, your downs. You're gonna have your storms. But it's not gonna be y'all against each other. It's gonna be um the problem versus y'all, and you find a solution to solve the problem. Now, Rose's husband, he want to find a solution to solve the problem. He said he's going to give Rose time to herself. Now, a lot of people feel like allegedly he's wrong and he's arrogant and condescending for feeling like Rose cannot do anything by herself or live by herself without him, without his help. Also, some black women don't be wanting to let go of those resources, those resources. But from watching Rose, I think Rose just need to focus on her mental health, and I think she probably just need to take a break off of YouTube, because the more she keep coming on now, going live, it's just gonna give them something to eat on, and some people actually getting paid, from that. She know that, because she said it herself. I think Rose need to just take a break, because as long as she keep coming on YouTube, people is going to do reaction videos about the situation. Um, the ones that's nosy and messy, they gonna eat off of that. The ones that's hating and is jealous, they gonna eat off of that. Um, but I'll be back, y'all. I will be back, and I hope y'all enjoyed this live. But I thank y'all for the 10K subscribers. I really do. From the bottom of my heart. Love who you love. Love who you love. Black women. And love who you love. Black men. But like I said, I'm not with that pro-black stuff no more. And I had to unfollow. I had to unfollow and I had to unsubscribe from anybody that's pro-black. And I constantly been doing that because I was subscribed to and I was following so many people that was this. Mm-mm. 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 Let's end racism. Let's end racism. Let's end racism. I didn't realize that wasn't ending racism. Being pro-black wasn't ending racism. Um, and eventually, you know, some Caucasians realized that being pro-white ain't gonna end racism. But yeah, all right, y'all.